Good morning. Happy Friday. So it is November 22nd. So this weekend we are going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to have a good time. It is my birthday weekend. I don't care what happens. I'm having a good time. But planetary wise, it's actually a pretty chill weekend. It is in the realm of kind of just wanting to have some fun and enjoying things. Mars today is still in that trine to the north node. There is still this energy of wanting to just kind of move forward with being you and doing what you want to do, doing the things that light you up and make you feel good and just give you a lot of energy and light your fire, basically. The moon is still in Leo for the majority of the day today, and then it will move into Virgo later this evening. Now, the sun, which is the ruler of Leo, and Mercury, which is the ruler of Virgo, are both in Sagittarius. So there is just a lot of kind of fun, let's have a good time, a little bit of party energy in the weekend, to be honest with you, because nothing else is really hindering anything over the weekend. So it feels very nice. It feels very good. However, this is our last weekend to feel good because starting Monday, we start a long run of some very intense retrogrades. So, and let me dig into this just a little bit here. What's going to happen is starting Monday, we have Mercury stationing retrograde. That retrograde is going to overlap with the beginning of the Mars retrograde that starts on December 6th. Mars retrograde is a very, very long retrograde, okay? And then we're going to have a 6-day break, literally less than a week after Mars stations direct before Venus stations retrograde. And then Venus retrograde is 40 days. It's always 40 days. And then the Mercury will station retrograde again towards the end of the Venus retrograde. So they will overlap there at the end as well. So between this coming Monday and the end of April, we are going to be under a constant personal planet retrograde. This is going to be a rough time. So this weekend, definitely have a good time. Have some fun. Let loose a little bit. You know, don't get carried away or anything, but definitely enjoy yourself a little bit. I don't think enough people are talking about this because this is not normal. It is definitely an anomaly to have all of the personal planets doing these back-to-back retrogrades and the overlapping like this. This is going to be a real self-assessment type of time period and not going to be easy. Just to be perfectly honest with you, it is not going to be easy at all, especially considering the signs that they are going to be happening in. Mars is going to be, it's stationary retrograde in Leo. It's going to move back into Cancer. This whole time that Mars was in Cancer, it was rough. And now we're going to go back into it in a retrograde mode. Right now, Mercury will be stationary retrograde in Sagittarius. That's a little bit of a rough one because that makes you kind of rethink your belief systems and things like that, the things that you thought you knew. And then Venus and Mercury both will station retrograde in Aries and move back into Pisces. This is a lot of review about the self and your beliefs. It's very similar in topic, really, reviewing yourself and your beliefs and your knowledge and your faith and things of that nature. So these next few months are going to be really, really difficult. Enjoy this weekend. Okay, so that's really all we have going on. Like, there's none of the other planets are doing anything this weekend. Very super fun. Very just let go type of energy. And the energy of the weekend is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the Jupiter card. That is the planet that rules Sagittarius, okay? So this is very much just enjoying life, having a good time, letting things move forward. There's growth, there's expansion. Now, again, it's going to feel that way. It's not going to stick. Let's be clear about that. It's not going to stick, but it's going to feel that way this weekend. So enjoy it. Take the time to have some fun. Life is hard right now. Have some fun. I also want to keep in mind here that Jupiter is retrograde, and that is the ruling planet of Sagittarius. Again, there could be some ties to the past. You could see some people or situations or whatever from the past start popping up right now, and it might feel like they're going to move forward. It's not. I'll just be clear here. It's probably not. It might need some review, but just have a good time, but don't go too far with it. That's all I'm saying, okay? What we are focusing on is the Two of Pentacles. Make sure that you are staying balanced. You're not getting out of control. You're not things have been really hard for a really long time, okay? So don't get carried away. Don't, sometimes we can do that when things have been difficult. We're like, when things get a little easier, we go a little overboard. Let's not do that this weekend. Make sure that you're staying balanced, you're staying grounded, you're staying in your center, right? Don't get too carried away with feel goods. Okay, what we're avoiding is the Eight of Pentacles. Again, nothing that is started this weekend is likely to stick. So let's not try to start anything new. Let's not do any going back to the drawing board type of stuff just yet. Just kind of have fun. Don't worry about work. Like, this is just a weekend of put work out of your mind. Stop trying so hard to make things happen. Again, we're going to start moving backwards a bit, so it's going to be really hard to make anything happen over the next few months anyway. Just chill. Have a good time this weekend. Bottom of the deck is Four of Wands, so there is this celebration. There is this fun type of energy underlying, okay? Let's pull some clarifiers for our Wheel of Fortune. Oop, oh, Lord have mercy, I did not see that coming. We got a Nine of Wands and the Tower. Right, so actually this is giving me kind of similar to what I got for myself today. This moving forward from the Tower and the nightmare and the anxiety. Like, it's just a day where, yeah, we're probably going to end up back in it here over the next few months. But for this weekend, we're going to let it go. We're going to move forward from that. We're going to put this stuff in the past for a moment and just relax for a bit. We don't want those Tower moments to ruin a good time sometimes. It is, as adamant as I am about working on yourself and facing the hard things in life, you can't stay there all the time. If you try to stay there all the time, you're going to drown in it. Okay, sometimes it's okay to let go of it and have a good time for a while. You don't have to be in it 24/7. Clarifiers for our Two of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Yeah, if you see the folks from the past trying to pop back up and be like, oh, I'm so sorry, let's try again. Yep, the Fool and the Ace of Wands. Keep yourself grounded if you see folks from the past trying to come back around for the weekend. We got, you might see somebody coming in all of a sudden like, hey, let's go have a good time. Let's have some fun. Let's try again. Make sure you're keeping yourself grounded in reality on that. Don't get carried away. Still trust your intuition. Just because things feel good doesn't mean we throw intuition out the door, okay? Really make sure that you're paying attention to reality while you're having a good time. Clarifiers for the Eight of Pentacles, please. Wow, got two already. We have the High Priestess and the Sun. With the Three of Wands on the bottom. Okay, so these retrogrades that are going to happen, being in the signs that they're in, and considering that with Pluto now being in Aquarius, there's this very interesting dynamic that's happening now where, like, people are really starting to listen to their intuition a little more. They're starting to listen to their guides a bit more. The Eight of Pentacles, avoiding the Eight of Pentacles is kind of telling me, like, stop trying to control everything, right? The moon will be in Virgo, so there is like this need to control the details here, right? But we don't really want to do that right now. We don't want to do any kind of like trying to control every little thing, because a lot of stuff's about to start getting out of our control, right? So the clarifiers on this, being the High Priestess and the Sun, is really telling me that sometimes we have to let go of control and just listen to our guides and let that control us. Listen to our intuition, shine a light on the intuition. Really stand your ground too on listening to your intuition. Like, you know it's right. It's been right for like a really long time, right? So don't let other people come in and gaslight you into thinking your intuition is wrong just because they want to have a good time, okay? So, and that's the Three of Swords on the bottom here. This could very likely be this energy of someone who has hurt you in the past, whether that is friends or relationships or whatever, coming back around kind of in this feel-good energy, and you're in this feel-good energy, and they're like, hey, let's try again. But your intuition's going, no, don't do that. So despite the fact that things are feeling good, things are feeling like they're moving forward, You gotta stay grounded in reality right now, and make sure that you are listening to your intuition and you're not allowing this stuff from the past. Again, this being the clarifiers for the Wheel of Fortune is really interesting when we have that three of Swords on the bottom. There's a past heartache here, a tower moment, past nightmare, depression, whatever, that's like you're trying to move on from. Don't let it come back in and gaslight you out of trusting your intuition here. Don't let it convince you that, oh, everything is fine, let's go work on it again, okay? Be very careful about that this weekend. Have fun, but don't be stupid.